This is one of the coolest RVs on the market, and it's brand new.
This is the 2019 Open Road Allegro from Tiffin.
We're going to take a look at it around the outside. We're going to check the storage containers, the hookups. We're going to give a complete look at what it's like to live inside what is essentially a house on wheels. Not just any house on wheels, it's a nice house on wheels. It's nicer than my house. And this is what it looks like when it gets dirty. Because let's be honest, you're going to get it and you're going to drive it and it's going to get dirty. So what's behind door number one? This is the rear corner of the passenger side. Let's check it out, folks. Ta-da! This thing has, what? 4 golf cart batteries in it. This is the house battery. And a whole lot of storage. There's a lot of space. That's probably 5 feet worth of space long, so you can definitely keep anything long and flat back here. I immediately think of snowboard, skis. You've got all the hookups back here. A lot more flat space here also. Whatever boards you can't store in the other space, you can definitely store in here. The downside is that there's not much height. Here, there's only about maybe 12 inches. This is a water tank. A drain here. And it's just a big water tank. More storage. Third back from the passenger. Did you think you needed a vacuum to vacuum your RV? You were wrong. The RV's very own Intervac. Boy, is it exciting. You don't need your own rainbow vacuum cleaner. What you need is to get out the Intervac. Note about this space is just how big it is. Okay, so it's filthy in here, but you can fit a person in here, no problemo. You could fit a couple of people in here. A small village could ride around in the bottom of your RV. You'd want to clean it out first. Gigantic. So from the bottom to the top is maybe 2.5 or 3 feet. There is a ton of space here too, on both sides, and it does go over to the other side, which we'll see in a second. Last but not least, on the passenger side, storage compartments. Ta-da! And by just, I mean you've got electricity. Up there's some kind of a hookup. Comes with extra tiling. You can see here, that's a lot of extra tiling. Slightly, what is that, 6, 10, probably 10 different pieces of tiling there. The nice thing about most of these storage compartments here is just that pretty much everything connects from one side to the other, from the passenger side to the driver's side. And so if you've got a plethora of things that are long and not too fat or tall, they'll fit great. I keep thinking of board sports, like you could fit a ton of snow. Okay, but seriously, check this one out. This is also on the passenger side. This is right under the awning, so the awning would come out, and say you're out in the wilderness, maybe at the Tetons, and instead of taking a hike, you watch television. Ta-da! Because everybody knows when you go into the wilderness, you should also be watching television. Like, what would happen if This Is Us was on and you missed it because you were in the Tetons? So this is a gas vehicle. The gas tank is in the back, which admittedly the roof isn't that exciting, but it's nice to know that you can get up here if you need to. Here you can see I think that's one of the air conditioners. The big one here is the sunlight over the shower. And this over here, the fans. Pretty sure this is for the Wi-Fi, or like all things electronic that you would need to communicate. First door. This is the power. This is like your fuse box here. This space is what, 1.5 feet. That's probably not too much is gonna happen in there except your electrical stuff. This is the lines, so all your the pressure and pumps and stuff, your sinks, the shower, all the pressure, and just this is the pump room. You're probably not gonna want to store too much, just in case something bumps the wires and stuff. But again, the storage space does go the whole way through. Another hookup. My only complaint is that it's kind of tall. I'm a little shy of 6 foot and I can hardly reach it. So if you're less than 5'11", you might have a hard time getting up there. So here we've got way more storage. This connects to the double doors over there with the chairs and the vacuum. If the children are bad, you can put them down here. Also, you might be arrested. I wonder what the actual penalty would be for someone. If Santa caught you, he would say. This is the other side of the water tank, so you're going to be able to hook up. Here you've got the controls for the light right here, the water pump you can turn on and off. This is actually an outdoor shower. So if you're at the beach and you got to spray somebody off, with the nozzles right here, if I do that, pink stuff will get all over me. Here's your tank flush hookup, your city water connection, so when you pull up to a thing, you're actually not going to hook up over there like I thought you were going to hook up right here. And all your water controls. Here's the generator, Cummins generator. Again, like I mentioned, it's Tiffin. You're going to expect the best, appliances? What is the generator called? You're going to expect the best of the best to be in here. Cummins generators, top of the line. That's what you should expect. And Tiffin, again, there's storage space up there. And here's your electric plug-in. So you've got your water, your electric, your primary plug-ins are just going to be on the same side. That's kind of common sense. You pull up to an RV park or whatever, your plug-ins are just going to be right there. A friend who lives in a van, and one of the major things that they found out real quick firsthand when trying to do life in a van in a climate that gets cold is that you've got to ventilate it when you heat it. And so here we have a couple of vents, and you'll see these kind of around the vehicle, and that just ensures, you can see it says do not block opening. That's because all the moisture that's created from you living inside needs to get out, and the best way to do that is to vent. And so just like a building or whatever, this RV has vents, as you would expect. So driving this thing is super comfy. You're like in a recliner basically, with the armrests and everything. Surprised how nimble this thing is and how well it maneuvers around curves. Getting in and out of gas stations is surprisingly easy. When I drive, I tend not to just go to the Pilot because it's always easy. But I'll go to gas stations that are the cheapest, which tend to be a little bit more out of the way and in tighter spots. And so this thing is pretty easy to maneuver. Obviously, that's going to depend a lot on who you are. It is on a Ford chassis. Ford has been doing great things with their engines in the last like 20 years. Pretty much any Class A pretty much any RV that you find that's going to be gas is going to be on a Ford chassis. I'm not 100% sure whether that's because the Ford salespeople were the first to get in with the RVs or because all their engines really are superior. My guess is that it's a little of both. So here we're hanging out. This is the couch. Right here you've got the TV. This is probably the biggest TV in the unit. It's maybe 45 inches, 42, something like that. It's a little bigger than the TV up front. But what's that make? 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 TVs in this unit. All probably from 32 to 42 or whatever that sizing is. So no monster TVs. But I mean, what do you need with 4 TVs? It's very bright. It's a bright space. The wood is beautiful under the light, and the tile really starts to make sense in this model. The couch is comfy. It pulls out into a bed, right? I think the couch pulls out into a bed. It's nice leather. You can fit 4 people on it. Probably the best position to watch television is the pilot chair. This is definitely the best spot to watch TV from. You can drive in a recliner, or you can watch TV in a recliner. Here we have the table. It doesn't pull out, and it is kind of just a side table. Depending on the model and the layout, you can get a different type of table so that it's a little bit more functional. This would be a little bit uncomfortable with 3 people. You could put a chair here and have table space for 3 people, but it would be a little bit uncomfortable. Again, you can get the Open Road Allegro in several different layouts. I think it's like 4 or 6 or something. Do you know how many layouts it comes in? So, but if you want a certain type of layout, Tiffin's gonna probably have something that suits your needs. It's hard to say enough about the chairs. They're very sturdy. I mean, they're heavy. This is like 15, 20-pound chair. The laminate, I'm not sure what it's made out of. It's not granite or quartz or anything. That would be far too heavy to lug around. Your gas mileage would go away. And here's the kitchen. So the stove is actually going to be under this, and so you can cover it up when you're done with it. This one has gas. You can get the stoves in a variety of types. You get the ones that are built in, the electric, I forget what those stoves are called. These pieces are the same material as the countertop. They double as a cutting board or a grating board, which is pretty clever. The sink you can also cover up. I won't turn it on because the unit is winterized and we'll just get pink stuff all over the place. But you've got a full 2 double sink. I don't know what to call that. Double bucket sink? That's my term. Microwave is full size. You can fit a full dinner plate in the microwave. And that's a Sharp brand convection microwave. It's going to be top of the line, just like the LG TVs. Or pretty much anything in a Tiffin. Again, it's going to be top of the line. A full-size fridge. This thing is big. If I was a fridge in a Tiffin, I would be a Whirlpool. Duh. Look, that's where you keep your fruit. And a full-size freezer. Let's move to the bedroom. These mattresses are super nice. Retail, you might pay $1,000 for a mattress like this. I think it's memory foam. super nice. Tencel is the brand. I actually don't know that much about mattress brands, but I know that this is super comfy. Here you've got plenty of cabinetry space for anything you could want to store above your bed. The headboard is pretty nice, and you've got these handy dandy lights for when you're laying in bed trying to read and your partner is trying to sleep. You can keep them up. You got a USB port to charge your phone right beside your bed, so that in 30 or 50 years, when we realize that our phones give us cancer, you could have been charging yours right beside your bed. Ha 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 ha. I mean, I sleep with my phone, so. The light switches are always on, but they're not too bright so that you lose sleep because you notice them. You got plugs on both sides of the bed, the light switch. As far as convenience and everything is concerned, the Tiffin is top of the line, which is what you would expect from a Tiffin. I mean, Tiffin's one of the best companies making RVs. Alright, don't forget about the television. You want to watch television from bed. There is a bit of an angle, so the bed is right here. So you're looking at an angle. That's pretty easily fixed with a stand that comes out. Yeah, and this one has one, and so, ta-da! There's just so much space. So much space. 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 Oh, did I mention it's an entertainment system? All your wiring. Can you see the wiring? I didn't move this. So all your wiring, right there. All your functionality, your VHS tape recorder right there. What are those things called? Your DVD VCR player. Yep, that's where it's gonna go. The internet router, etc., etc. So what is storage space down here is also an entertainment system up top and below the television. Isn't that cool? At the foot of the bed, there's a lot of hanger space in there. You can easily hang your suit jackets up in here. You can see you're probably not going to fit a lot of long dresses in there. There is a light that comes on when you open it. Same thing over here. So this whole space is for hanging stuff. Below down here, I mean, as far as wardrobe space, this bedroom has ample. And again, it's this beautiful. You get the laundry here. Oh dear. You can put your hamper here. It's pretty handy. Don't forget about the master bedroom suite. So here we've got the door, close out. Kitchen, get some beauty rest. In here is the bathroom. So it doubles as a master bathroom. You've got the door. So that's the second door. The only thing is that when this pop-out comes in, there is a wee bit of space right here into the bathroom. But you still have to use this door facing the kitchen. Let's check out the bathroom. The bathroom. It's actually fairly spacious. I mean, for an RV. The shower door is glass and it's secure, so it doesn't bang around too much while you're driving. Finishings here. I mean, this is basically what you would have in your house. It goes up and down. Like, this is a nice shower. Into the bathroom from the kitchen. Toilet. You got the skylight. Let's say you're showering and you want to look at the sky, shower, sky. If you're parked right under a mountain, it's hard to beat, baby. It's hard to beat. So here we've got the toilet. I mean, look at the space between the toilet and the shower. This is the flush. It's kind of like an airplane toilet. I'm not going to do it because all that winterized solution will go into the tank. I think you would just keep stuff in here like a toilet bowl scrubber, some cleaner. Also keep, wow, that's a deep cabinet. The mirror. Oh, hello there. Hello. Keep all your toiletries right there. Ooh, there's some scratches. But also look at the back of these cabinets. You can get a lot cheaper than this. This is pretty sturdy stuff. You got the mirror on the front side. You got a fairly thick panel of wood on the outside. In here, you can keep towels and linens. It's a good linen closet. A lot of space there. They get a little higher. What is 3 that are a foot or more? You can also move these by moving those things, so you can customize that. These are sturdy. These are double walled, so that's going to be one board here, one board on the bottom. Pretty sturdy maneuvering. A lot of other RVs, the panels are going to be a lot thinner. So this is not particle board here. Just like the rest of the cabinetry, it's going to be solid wood, oak, cherry oak or maple. I forget what package this is. So yeah, let's suppose you're hanging out on the toilet. You've got space. This is going to be one of the big differences between some of the Class A's and the Class C's. You just get a full living experience here. Down here, look. This is the hair. This is the pop out right under the shower. And so, like we saw earlier, this shower is going to drain right into that water tank right below it. Here we've got the fan. As you can see, this opens. Oh, is it? How do you open it? How do you open it? I think it's this. It just feels... I'm not sure. I'm not going to mess with it. You can open it. I love the light switches. The water pump. Oh, that's the fan lid. That's why. That's how you do it. And the fan vent. So this is how you open it. Alright, we're done. We just closed it. So, with that, we'll see you next time.